Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel Coins Purchaser Vault, where we dive deep into the rarest, most valuable, and jaw-droppingly incredible coins ever minted in American history. Today, we have something absolutely mind-blowing for you. We're talking about a humble-looking coin that you might pass by without a second glance. The 1993 Lincoln Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. But wait, what if I told you this coin could be worth up to $5.7 million today? Yes, you heard that right. $5.70 million for a single penny. So make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe for more rare coin content, and let's uncover the secret behind one of the most mysterious coins in modern U.S. minting history. Let's take a journey back to the early 90s. The year is 1993. Bill Clinton is president. Jurassic Park just hit theaters. And in the quiet, controlled atmosphere of the Denver Mint, millions of 1-cent coins were struck with the D Mint mark, circulating through vending machines, pocket change, and coin jars all across the country. But hidden among them is a coin so unique, so baffling, so era-rich, that it became the obsession of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters around the world. The 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin. Before we talk about what makes this specific coin so rare, let's zoom out a bit and talk about the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first American coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but the man who preserved the Union during the Civil War. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin had Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, earning it the nickname Wheat Penny. But by 1959, to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday, the design changed. The reverse now featured the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This reverse design remained all the way until 2008. And our coin today, the 1993 penny, sits right in the heart of that era. But now, let's get to the meat of the mystery. What could possibly make a modern penny from 1993 worth millions of dollars? Well, it all comes down to errors, rarity, and controversy. There are reportedly fewer than 10 known examples of a 1993 Lincoln penny that were struck on a bronze planchet, a leftover from the 1982 copper transition, rather than the standard zinc planchet used after 1982. What does that mean? Here's the breakdown. From 1909 to 1982, pennies were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Due to rising copper prices, the mint transitioned to a cheaper metal, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. But during this transition, a few older copper planchets remained in the system and somehow, accidentally or otherwise, made their way into later mintings like 1993. Now here's where it gets spicy. One of these rare 1993 bronze pennies was discovered in nearly uncirculated condition, with full strike details and minimal wear, and was later auctioned for a jaw-dropping $5.70 million. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a penny for the price of a Beverly Hills mansion. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these miracle pennies sitting in my drawer or piggy bank? A regular 1993 penny made of zinc weighs 2.5 grams, but a copper or bronze version weighs 3.1 grams. Bronze coins tend to have a richer, redder tone and make a slightly different sound when dropped on a hard surface. If you even suspect you have one, send it in for authentication and grading to PCGS or NGC. Even slightly circulated examples have been valued in the high hundreds of thousands. But beware of fakes. This is one of the most forged US-era coins due to its incredible value. Now let's talk about the specific coin that made headlines around the globe. This 1993 Lincoln cent was discovered in a private collection and authenticated by leading numismatics experts. After extensive testing and metallurgical analysis, it was confirmed to be struck on a rare leftover bronze planchet, and its condition? In a private auction attended by elite collectors and investors, this coin shattered all records for modern cent pieces, selling for a heart-stopping $5.70 million. This wasn't just a fluke. It was history being made. It turned what most of us consider spare change into a national treasure. The 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is a reminder that extraordinary things can hide in plain sight. It's a story of rarity, mystery, and hidden value, and it could be hiding in your house right now. Look carefully. Weigh your coins. Examine the mint marks. Because the next millionaire might just be you. And remember, it's not just a penny. It's a piece of American history. If you love this deep dive into one of the most valuable pennies in the world, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your fellow treasure hunters, and subscribe to our channel for more content on rare coins, currency secrets, and the true stories behind America's hidden treasures. One destination for coin collectors, numismatic lovers, and everyone fascinated by the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the world of American coinage to uncover the fascinating story and potential value behind the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin, a small copper beauty that may just be worth more than a single penny. Let's start from the beginning. The Liberty 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln cent, has a rich history that stretches all the way back to 1909. Introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin marked the very first time a U.S. president appeared on a regular issue American coin. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design so beloved and timeless that it has endured for more than a century with only minor changes. Now let's fast forward to the year 1995. The 1995 Lincoln 1-cent coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds a special place in the hearts of many collectors due to its potential varieties and historical importance. Minted during a time when billions of these coins were produced annually, the 1995 cent still manages to stand out, especially when it comes to one famous error that we'll discuss later in this video. This coin was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, with no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; San Francisco, primarily for proof coins, marked with an S. The total mintage in 1995 was enormous. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced over 6.4 billion coins. Denver added more than 7.1 billion, and San Francisco produced nearly 2 million proof coins. This gives us a grand total of over 13.5 billion Lincoln cents produced in 1995. Now you might be asking, with so many coins minted, how could any of them be valuable? Great question. In the world of coin collecting, it's not just about how many coins were made, it's about the quality, condition, and rare errors that can make a seemingly common coin incredibly valuable. And that brings us to one of the most famous varieties from this year, the 1995 double die obverse. This variety occurred when the die used to strike the coins was misaligned, causing a doubling effect on the lettering, especially noticeable on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you find a 1995 cent with clear doubling on these letters, you may be holding a small fortune in your hands. Let's talk numbers. A regular circulated 1995 Lincoln cent is typically worth just its face value, 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, especially those with a high mint state grade like MS-65 or MS-67, the value can range from 10 cents to a few dollars depending on the quality and luster. However, a genuine 1995 double die obverse can fetch $20 to $50 in circulated condition, and in mint state, it could sell for hundreds of dollars. Some coins graded MS-67 red by PCGS or NGC have sold for over $1,000 at auctions. Even the proof coins from the San Francisco Mint hold value, especially if they're in pristine condition and come as part of a complete proof set. A proof 1995 cent in deep cameo condition can be worth $2 to $10 or more, depending on demand. Let's also not forget the historical value. This coin was minted during the 1990s, a transitional time in U.S. coinage when copper-plated zinc cents had fully replaced the bronze composition used before 1982. By 1995, the coin was being produced using a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, giving it that familiar reddish HUE. In terms of circulation value, the 1995 Lincoln cent has seen wide use across the country. Billions were exchanged in everyday transactions, vending machines, store counters, and piggy banks. It's one of those coins that practically every American has touched at some point, yet hidden among them could be a gem worth hundreds. So here's the takeaway. If you're a coin collector, or even if you're just curious about the coins in your pocket, don't overlook the humble 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin. Check for sharp details, rich red color, and most importantly, inspect closely for doubling on the obverse. That small detail could turn your penny into profit. And remember, condition is everything. Coins that are clean, shiny, and undamaged are worth significantly more than those that have been beaten up in circulation. Before we wrap up, here's a quick summary. Year: 1995 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. Total mintage: over 13.5 billion. Error to look for: 1995 doubled die obverse regular value: 1 cent to a few dollars in uncirculated condition. Or coin value: $20 to over $1,000 depending on condition. So take a closer look at your pennies. The next big discovery could be hiding right in your pocket. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Drop us a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you have any questions about the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and as always, happy hunting!